Hi everyone, how are you? It's Laurie and I'm here to do your 12 houses astrology reading. This is for anyone that comes across this message. All right, I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having fun in life. Life is challenging. Can you improve it just by changing the way you view it? Yes, you can. But are you willing to do that? All right, let's go ahead and see what your 12 houses holds in store. Looks like healing energy is going to be an overall arcing theme here. All right, let me get this laid out for you. So house 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Let's go ahead and see what your message has in store for you today. I am hearing and feeling that definitely an energy of letting go, healing, hope for the future, plans for the future. Let's go ahead and see what's happening here for you. All right, in your first house of Aries, the house of self, you have the High Priestess here. You're keeping quiet about something. You know something. I mean, you absolutely know this for a fact. There's no doubt in your mind that what you know, you know. All right. Now, I'm also getting that people around you are viewing you as confident, capable, like you are in touch with yourself, but you may also be in touch with a higher power, like divinely guided, protected, like you're the golden child right now. Nothing can hurt you. Anything that you want, you seem to be able to manifest. That's a really good energy to have people seeing you in. But I will tell you, I'm going to warn you right up front, there's somebody possibly around some of you. This is not going to be for all of you, but there is somebody around at least a couple of you who's extremely jealous of your success. They think, oh, they just want it. Poof, it just happens. The problem is they don't see all the hard work that you have put in. All the time, the effort, setting goals, thinking things through, personal development, like learning new skills, learning how to do something new, trying and failing, getting back up, brushing yourself off, and moving forward. They don't see that. They don't know anything of that. They don't know how many hours you've put into doing something, how many years even that you've worked towards this. And they just are like going to brush it off as if you've done nothing and you just, whoop, golden child, or, whatever. Perfect. You get whatever you want. I'm also hearing, and this is something I used to be told quite a bit. You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. I don't even know really what that truly means, but it's kind of like, I guess people, or she saw me as somebody who was privileged, that I had things that other people didn't have, that things came to me without effort. I don't know what it really means, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting from you, around you, not from you, about you from others. All right, so you definitely know something here. It could be you know who it is that's acting like that towards you, but I'm getting more, this is just knowledge. You know who you are. You're comfortable with who you are. You're confident. You're achieving things. I'm hearing you're slam dunking whatever it is you're going through right now. And if you haven't reached this stage yet, obviously this is heading your way. So don't give up, okay? I do want to hear, I just heard this and Spirit said, if you are ready to give up, it means you are this close to achieving that goal. Do not give up. Do not give up. Persevere. That's how you keep manifesting. That is what's going to cause this beautiful blossoming in your life. All right, let's move on to house 2 and see what we have there. You have the 3 of Swords. Now, this is the house of Taurus value. How you view your money, your self-worth, your day-to-day life. I'm getting bitterness here. Somebody has betrayed you. Somebody has stabbed you in the back, is treating you poorly. Again, I don't know if that's for everybody. If you don't have somebody treating you like that, it's a lack of money. It's a grief over unhappiness. Just you are overall disappointed in someone or something. It could be you're disappointed in something that has been going on in your day-to-day life. Oh boy. Somebody who keeps acting the same way over and over again. There's disappointment here. Maybe you aren't seeing the progress that you were hoping to, financially, personal growth, or any other aspect. Okay? You personally are not seeing what you had hoped to. And I am very strongly getting right now that this could be disappointment, extreme disappointment in a person, a position. You really thought this person was going to produce, carry through, be an equal, do wonderful things. They have not been able to live up to that expectation yet, and that may be the problem. Doesn't have to be the problem. It could be that the expectation was too high. But I'm really getting that they just don't have it. They don't want to put the effort in. Okay? They don't want to put the effort in, but they expect to receive what you receive. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have here in your second house. It's ruled by Venus, and I feel like this is a heart issue. It is like a big disappointment. There is somebody very petty and very envious around a few of you. I am going to say a few of you. If you are on the success train right now, if you are manifesting, left and right, or even like you manifested something really big that somebody else wanted, that's coming through. All right. What's your day-to-day communications like? What's life going, how's life going for you? Are you relating to people? This is your third house, house of Gemini, ruled by Mercury. Okay. Communication, airy thoughts. Oh, it looks like you're very clear. You're not hiding anything from anybody, okay? You're doing everything right out in the open, above board. If anybody asks you a question, you answer it. You're not hiding anything here. Now, you're not boasting about your successes here. People can't help but see the confidence in you, see that you're driving a new car, you live in a new house, you got better clothes. They can't help but notice those things because of the energy you're carrying around yourself. So that's, but you're not hiding anything here. But you're not bragging, you're not boasting. You know what you know, and that's all there is to it. So here in your day-to-day life, looks good. Happiness, loyalty, clear communication, having a lot of fun. I'm seeing you in your day-to-day life right now. You're having more fun than not. And that's a beautiful thing. We can all pray and work towards having a life where we have more good and more fun than we do disappointment. And this looks like, too, that you may receive some sort of communication here that actually brings some sort of joy or happiness to you. And it may ease this disappointment. I'm getting here a message of somebody having a business or you're doing something and this person just can't pull their own weight. They don't want to pull their own weight or whatever's happening here. There's some sort of disappointment. And if you own a business, you're like, I gotta let this person go. They're costing me more than I'm making, or something like that. I can't have this negative energy around me all the time, whatever. And it can be any situation. I'm hearing that, you might receive a message from this person saying, I'm leaving, or I got a position somewhere else, or something. And it's not going to make you like dance a jig, but you're going to be happy that this is the way it worked out. Okay. I feel like you care about this person, that you have deep feelings for this person, but you just can't carry their weight anymore. Especially if they're going to be petty and jealous and carry that kind of energy. So you may hear something from them, or, be able to receive some sort of information on how to handle the situation to move forward. All right, so let's move into your fourth house here, the house of Cancer, ruled by the moon. The Nine of Pentacles. See, freedom. Freedom, definitely. This is also your home, your family. There's independence here. Now, I am getting some of you may be single again. If you were cohabitating with somebody and that was creating issues over here, whether that's romantic, platonic, family, familial, whatever you want to call it, or even at work, I'm getting like sharing a space with somebody that was very negative or whatever. I'm getting, you've got the space again. You've got freedom to move, to think, to say, to speak freely. I'm feeling like over here a little bit that in the past, this person, you couldn't share certain things because of that energy. All right, so freedom, everything feels good. There's a lot of loyalty and trust. And everybody's very open here. If this is your family, your home life, there's good communication, there's good loyalty and trust. And I say it, I'm just seeing how big this bird is in comparison to this person. And even though birds don't weigh that much, it's the size. It looks like big loyalty, big trust. No blindfold on the bird either. Okay, so nobody's flying blind. Nobody's having to trust the other person. It's out there. You know exactly what's happening in your home life. I just heard the number 44. 44 and 444. So 2 4s and 3 4s. I'm hearing somebody maybe that might be an address, 44 or 444, or you're seeing that number quite a bit here. All right, let's move into your next house, which is the house of Leo, your house of pleasure, house 5, ruled by the sun. Look at this, the Ace of Swords. I am getting that the truth here, everything becomes like, okay, there's big news coming out here. There is going to be something that cuts to the chase. It's like, this feels like a protective energy. It feels like somebody coming to the rescue. And I don't mean that you need rescuing. It's more like you're just plugging along, doing your thing, and here comes Archangel Michael, okay? And he's just going to come in, step in, and deliver some really good news to somebody and take care of something, even though you didn't, you could have taken care of it yourself. This feels like, yeah, it definitely feels like divine, somebody coming in, stepping in here. And this news, you're going to be happy that you didn't have to be the one to deliver this news. There's an edge to this. There is an edge, but this is going to make you so happy. Like, this news makes you happy. It makes other people happy. Somebody or something that's going to hear this news, it's the truth, it's the facts, it is what it is. It may be painful for them to hear it, but you're protected as they hear it because it didn't come from you. So maybe somebody acts a certain way, does or says things a certain way, and you would like to speak up and talk about that, but maybe this person, when you try to say anything to them, they just jump down your throat. So, they may be acting the way they act that you want to address in front of somebody else, and somebody else is going to be delivering the message you'd like to give. Okay, it's going to make you happy, and because it comes from the other energy, from somebody else, I am getting that this is accepted a little bit better. They're still offended by it. They're still hurt by it, but they see where it's true and that they do need to address this. But if it had come from you, they would have been like, yeah, they would have been back here. Okay. And it may be that same person that you're dealing with. Envious, jealous, petty, you just get everything handed to you. I have to work so hard for everything. All right. Let's, and I'm also getting here that if you've been trying to figure something out yourself, like to make yourself happier, and you heard happier, not just happy, happier. What can I do to make myself happier? And you haven't quite put your finger on it. You're about to get inspiration here. Okay. And I'm getting a message of like getting away, having fun, going to a party, traveling, going to a place like a garden, someplace where you haven't been, something that makes you happy, and you haven't thought of it. Like, oh, well, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that. Now, that could come from somebody else, too. Somebody else may say to you, hey, have you ever been to, that could spark a whole conversation, and you might end up going with them. You might end up going on your own. Who knows? But it's going to be inspiring. All right, so we have your 6th house here, the house of Virgo, also ruled by Mercury. So there could be some fast-moving energy here, quick healing, finishing up some work. Look at this. You've got the Lovers. And that tells me balance, harmony, divine protection. Again, divine protection. If there has been issues, delays, arguments, strife at work, that's coming to a swift end. I mean, it's almost like this Ace of Swords dropping, and it's over and done with. Okay? Very quickly, too. Now, I'm also hearing some of you may have recently injured yourself in a like a sprain, a strain, cut your finger. You're going to bounce back. Oh, caught a cold, caught a flu. You're going to bounce back from this pretty quick. Okay? Actually, quicker than you would think. So I'm hearing very specifically a stomach flu, a stomach bug. You may have caught something like that. You may even have gotten food poisoning. Whatever it is, there's like normally say for food poisoning, it's a 48-hour, thing that you have to go through. It's going to be 24 or 36. It's not going to take as long. And once it's over, it's over. There's like no lingering issues. So like, okay, if I don't know why Pam, but you keep coming up, my cousin Pam hurt her foot. So if you stubbed your toe, she did much worse than that. But if you stub your toe and your toenail changes color or whatever, or your toe changes color, you're going, oh man, this is going to take a week to, get better. It's only going to take a couple of days. It's not as bad as you thought it was. There's some sort of like, it could have been a lot worse than it's going to be. But for some reason you were protected. Like something is going to be coming up in your near future that if you had broken your foot or sprained your ankle to the point where you have to be off of it for 6 weeks or something, you would not be able to participate in this upcoming event. But Spirit said, no, we need that to happen. That's all in place. Everything's been falling into place for that. This is a minor mishap. This is a minor setback. We can't have this messing everything else up. All right, so that's what it feels like you were just divinely protected, and it could have been a lot worse than it's going to be. And I do keep hearing this is the future, but you may be experiencing this already. All right, let's move into house 7, which is the house of Libra. Go Libras, my lovely, lovely Libras. Look at this. Queen of Swords, air energy, ruled by Venus. And look at this. That sword of truth is facing down, and you've got a good grasp on the truth there. You're also allowing somebody to come in here to lift you up, give you some sort of emotional support, mental support, confirmation, clarification. And look, this is directly across from your first house. And you've got the high priestess in the first house. You're knowing. You know what you know. Okay? Now, this feels like you're, again, being divinely protected here. Somebody around you may step in with words, may say to somebody else, hey, lay off. You don't know what you're talking about. Somebody wants to lift you up, to, I don't want to say protect, but I am getting that again, kind of like the knight in shining armor. Maybe that's how you're viewing this person, as like, wow, that's like a knight in shining armor energy around that person. They didn't have to come in here and defend me. They didn't have to, and I wasn't expecting them to defend me or even call this person out or, whatever's going on here. So yeah, being a knight in shining armor, especially when you don't really need that knight, it just feels really cool. This is how the energy feels. Really good. Really cool. And this is your partnership. So I'm getting, romantic, business partnerships, any type of relationship here. Somebody is trying to like back you up. Whoever this is, that they are not looking for glory or fame or anything else. They've had your back for a while. And maybe you just didn't know it. Maybe they've shown it from time to time, but right now they're definitely stepping in to help, to aid, to protect. I love that. I absolutely love it. All right, let's move into the house of Scorpio, house 8, your transformations. All right, and this house is ruled by Pluto. All right, so we have the 5 of Wands. Any arguments, disagreements, anything that you needed to elevate, to learn, to educate, it's changing. Okay, so again, you're manifesting, but you've been working on yourself. And I am getting, mostly this is about any type of arguments or disagreements, they're ending. Okay, so this pettiness, this envy, this jealousy, this negative energy that's been kind of surrounding you is going to be gone. It's going to be, I'm hearing, transmuted into something useful, something better. Elevation, like you learn something about yourself is what I'm hearing. Self-development. But it could also be physical skills that you're learning here too. Don't know where that came from. Oof. That just came out of the clouds, out of the ether. All right. Definitely changes coming your way. I'm also hearing with this is your secrets, your inheritances, what you get, where you're at in life. Something that you've worked for that other people have not in the past recognized the effort that you have put in. They are going to see this. So there is something here carrying into like your 10th house of reputation. Somebody's going to see the challenges that you have been through. what you have been dealing with, like your day-to-day life here, some of the challenges, somebody's going to recognize that. It's going to be seen. If it has not been seen, if you feel like somebody was not recognizing you or was not seeing what was happening around you, they have been, or they are going to soon. All right. You're still going to be in an element for a little while here of change, of disagreement, of conflict, of challenge. You're going to overcome it. This is in the house of change, which also is Scorpio energy, which is definitely a water sign. And I'm hearing something about this may be where the true challenge for you comes in. If you are this close, or if you're feeling like you have to give up on something, if you can't go any further, if you can't learn anything more, if you can't hold your own anymore, if you can't stand your ground anymore, if you can't persevere anymore, that's when you are this close to succeeding. Don't give up, okay? And it feels very deep. It feels very challenging. But you will be rewarded. You will be recognized. Whatever was lacking is changing. It's going to be there. It's going to be brought forth. All right, let's see what's happening here in the house of Sagittarius. Your higher learning. This is your house of fortune with Jupiter. Let's see what you've got. 3 of Pentacles. Everything's going to work out, okay? Things are falling into place, I'm hearing. Collaborations, working with people, finding the right people to work with, to commune with. Your aspirations here for the future are starting to coalesce. They're starting to come together. They're starting to fall in place. There is an element of trust here. Taking a chance. But there's a need to do some homework, research, get a little bit more information about something that you want to take a chance on. It looks good. You just need more information. You need to do your homework. I'm getting that whatever you're putting the foundations on right now, whatever foundations you're putting in place right now. All right, I'm getting something about mirroring, like somebody else is putting in equal effort. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Ooh, yeah, there's some other stuff coming through that I don't think pertains to everybody, so we're going to leave that there. All right, let's take a look here at your 10th house, the house of Capricorn, reputation, 3 of Wands. Yeah, everybody sees that you've got a goal in mind. You are dedicated. You're actually receiving the manifestations already of what you have worked so hard to accomplish. You've definitely got an eye toward the future. There's a goal that you're still working towards. You've got high hopes. You've got high hopes. I think that's a Disney song from way back. If you heard that song when I said high hopes, then this definitely is confirmation for you. Spirit's drawing your attention to this. This could be confirmation. All right. I'm definitely getting you've got an eye towards the future. You're getting different perspectives on it. Oh, perspectives, prospectives, prospectives. Are those like possibilities? Is that what I'm getting? Like you're looking at different people to see if they would be a good fit, or you're looking at Buying a business. Is this a good prospectus? I don't know. I keep getting that. I think you know what it is. But see, this too, this is your house of Capricorn. And Capricorns are all about, hey, I earned what I have. I worked for everything I have. And it is time for me to be reaping my benefits, harvesting my happiness, whatever it is. So again, I'm getting somebody around you. Yeah, you're just like, you're reaping your rewards here. We're going to leave it there. All right. Again, somebody sees you as being very, very lucky. They don't see the hard work. You put a lot of time, effort, energy, and commitment into this. As, you know, you earned this. Do not, and you're not going to let anyone take that from you. You're just not, okay? Let's go ahead and see what the house of Aquarius, your 11th house, your house of friendships, groups, community, communication, ruled by Uranus. Let's see what we have here. The Ace of Pentacles. There it is. Boom. There's a new offer coming in here. Something really rich, decadent, cool, money making. I'm talking big time money maker here. Now, and I'm not giving you advice. I am not giving you any type of physical, financial, health advice or anything. I'm giving you a tarot reading and I'm giving you the message I'm receiving. You do what you feel you need to do. But I am definitely getting here the possibility of attaining a wealth that is going to be like, this is why I worked so hard. This is why I put all my energy into this, because this is the harvest. This is what you're going to reap and you've already sown. You're reaping your rewards. Now, I'm also getting here, this is going to take you to a whole different status level. So some of those friends and people that you've been, associating with on a day-to-day basis are probably not going to be in your life quite as much anymore. There's definitely an elevation here. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Six of Wands come out at this point. Definitely success, okay? And anytime you go from one economic bracket to another, or you go from one intellectual level to another, there's people that get left behind, okay? They are not on the same level. They don't engage in the same activities. They don't do the same types of things. They don't believe the same type of things anymore. And this, we're not talking about leaving family behind. You're always going to be dealing with them. But this could be, I no longer have to work and I'm only 50 years old. Or, oh, wow, I just retired and I thought I was going to have to go back to work. And all of a sudden you've done, something here in the past that you were working towards pays off. Like, you didn't think it was going to pay off this soon. Take that or leave that for your own situation. But yeah, new friends, new community, very, very reliable people around you now. They also are very much inspiring, lifting you up, guiding you, supporting you emotionally. They want to see you grow. They want to see developments. I'm hearing that word prospectus. So you could be looking at investments. Let's leave it there. All right. Last house, the house of Pisces. What's going on behind the scenes in your subconscious? This is your fantasy realm, your deeper dreams, bigger desires. Look at you go. Oh my gosh, this is even better than the Six of Wands. This is the Wheel of Fortune. All right, everything is ticking and clicking is what I'm hearing. Ticking and clicking into place. Everything is tied together. Everything is falling into place. You are going to continue this path of manifestation. You won't have to put the effort and energy in like you were. It's like you now, okay, how do I put this? You put in maximum energy, 100%, okay? Now you're reaping the rewards. So now you don't have to put in the energy you were putting in. You may continue to do so because it's a desire. That's something you want to do. Some of you are just going to be like, I'm going to collect. I'm going to reap my rewards on a regular basis. I'm retiring. I'm moving away from things. I'm not going to work anymore. Some of you, though, I see you saying, you know what? This is fun. Whatever you're involved in, you're like, I like this. I like this energy. I like being around these people. I like being involved in what I'm doing here. So even though I don't have to put in 100% of my energy anymore to create my wealth or abundance or prosperity or happiness, I'm going to continue to do it on some level because this makes me happy. This makes you happy. I absolutely love that. And that's what's going on behind the scenes. Everything's falling into place. So again, anybody who feels like, oh my gosh, I put so much effort into this and it's just not coming through. It's this energy that's surrounding you right there. Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay. This negative energy will be removed. Divine protection here. All right. You will find that person or energy that helps lift you up. And it could come in just the form of somebody else declaring the truth. All right, we're going to get you an oracle message here. I sure hope you've enjoyed this message. I know I have been. This is a really good message. I had a couple of cards that didn't belong. I don't know why that's... because it was behind the deck I picked up. All right. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have. This is an awesome reading. Beautiful message. I don't even know what to call this, but yep. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work I go. No, it's time to reap the rewards. But yeah, you're like, you have that energy of, hi-ho, it's off to work I go. I'm happy with this. I love what I do. You're enjoying this energy. Look at that. The resilience card just came out. Card 21, which is a 3. And you've got the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands next to each other in your reading. And look at that. Directly across from the 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands is the 3 of Swords. So once this is gone, that's when those beautiful things come in here. Don't give up. Let's see what the book says about this. You guys have gotten that card a couple of times. Oh, by the way, this is the Waning Gibbous 5 here. Let's see what we have. That was a weird way to say that. Making mistakes builds resilience, okay? And you have learned your lessons from your mistakes. You stand strong and you are an adult and you act with self-responsibility. See, and other people are not doing that. You are. And you know, you've been carrying the burden of something or someone or whatever over here. Don't give up. That energy is about to dissipate. It's about to go away. Let's see what else we have here. You can use Azurite, A-Z-U-R-I-T-E, as a talisman to help you remember to be resilient, to not give up. All right, we're going to put that there. And I'm going to get you an angel oracle number. Let's see what we've got here. This is a beautiful message. I really hope you're connecting with it. Look at that, 0808. And this is about, 8s are about balance within yourself, okay? Wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, and auspicious, wonderful, prosperous outcomes. There is a need for swift action here. You are about to enter a time of expansion, which is exactly what I said at the beginning. So begin taking the proper steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. You're almost there. Do not give up. Your finances, prosperity, abundance are about to improve miraculously, like out of the blue. People are going to be like, wow, look at them go, okay? Unexpectedly. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. So somebody is, yeah, I am hearing that as positive, this person here, and negative, this energy here. Somebody has got you on their mind and they're doing everything they can to undermine over here. But this is about to end. I'm telling you that energy is about to dissipate and go away. This is the person who's got you on their mind, that wants to lift you up, see you succeed, help you succeed, help you connect to the right energies, to the right people, the right places, and reap your rewards. Beautiful message. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.